No, get up, then move to the centre of it. Karen.
This was asked a couple of times. When will you propose?
The next day, I called up. I was like, can I quit? Good morning, guys. I've got some parcels that I'm going to open for Noorie. I'm basically her package opener. That's Noorie over there. Say hi, Noorie. Can you say hi? Oh. What could it be?
Where did we get that today?
Yeah. It's from Clarence.
Oh. They literally sent this big box of goodies. Is there a note? This lip oil is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be like a dupe of the Dior lip glow oil. And I love, oh look at that, that's gonna be so nice. It looks a bit scary because it's orange, but on the lips, it's gonna be, oh, I'm so excited to use that. I love a lip oil.
Clarence like a legit
brand.
Shelf,
a legit brand, yeah, they're massive. I feel so spoiled. Like I have this big box of goodies, and also living at home with my mum and my sisters, everyone is like ready, waiting to see what they can get.
If any PR company is watching this, your boy's here. I'm ready to receive some gifts.
When Noorie cooks, there's no peaceful ASMR cooking. Do you guys just chuck the top in or leave it out?
Just get
pose,
up.
pose.
No, get up, then move to the centre, the back centre and pose.
Hey guys, welcome to another Vlogmas episode. Today we're starting the vlog a little bit later again. We had breakfast, I got ready, and it's already dark, which is so annoying with this, like with winter, how it gets dark. I hate that. I love summer because you have long days. But anyway, we just finished filming a TikTok campaign that I had, and we filmed a little bit of behind the scenes for that. So I've just finished filming that. True's gone upstairs now to edit and kind of see if we've got the shots we need. If not, we have to reshoot certain parts. So right now I'm just like sitting about waiting. Our telephone never rings. The house phone started ringing, and we don't even use the house phone, it's just for internet, so that is very strange. But yeah, as I was saying, right now I'm just gonna like wait, chill, go on my phone for a bit. I might get something to eat actually, I'm a little bit hungry. But finish from this TikTok, then I need to film another campaign that I have. It's Saturday, but we have a lot of work, so we're still working on our weekends. I'll quickly show you our little setup for this TikTok. So basically this is the game changer for us. It's this massive light. I think True speaks about it on his Instagram, true.bts. But this really helps with lighting. It completely lights up the whole room because, for example, right now we don't have the light switched on. We're just relying on this big light. It's really massive, and you have to like set it up with this massive tripod. And then we have the camera here. This is the TV, and then this, we've moved the sofa, and then this is where I stand to film the TikTok. So yeah, that's the setup. So we don't move the setup until we know that we've got all the shots and the TikTok is good. Otherwise, imagine packing up and then realizing that you didn't get the shots or something is wrong and then having to do it all over again. So yeah, we're really quick with it. He's just gonna do like a rough edit so we get the picture, and then we can go ahead and film our second reel. So today is basically like a content day, and that's pretty much what we're doing today.
So this is the light setup for those of you guys that are interested. So I'm using the Aperture 120D Mark II. This basically lights up the whole room. Essential for winter. And this is the Light Dome Mark II. It comes with all of this. So this was like the softbox light that I had before. They were bought on Amazon. I had like 4 of them, and they were like £50 each or something. Yeah, very cheap, but not that great of quality. But this one, the whole setup is probably £1,000, but This is like the god light. This is all I need. This is my sunlight.
Hey guys, so we are in the car now. We just finished wrapping up 2 reels or TikToks that we had to film. And we're starving because the first meal we had this morning, which was the salmon and eggs, was the only meal we had. And I only had half of my meal because I felt a bit sick halfway through. So I am starving. Are you hungry? So we've got Nando's for... Sorry, Drew.
I'm starving.
We've got Nando's and we thought we'd do like a Q&A mukbang. So I said in the last 2 vlogs ago for you guys to put your questions in and we will answer. Well, it's mainly for True, so you guys get to know True a little bit, and there's some questions that we can both answer. So we'll answer that as we're eating. I already had a look, so I already know like frequently asked ones. Guys, I think I'm about to start my period because I just burst out crying. I thought that they forgot something in the order. And I never, like, I'm definitely very hormonal. They didn't forget the order. So True, do you want to talk about what you got? And then I'll talk about my order.
Yeah, when it comes to food, Noorie's like, especially when she's hungry.
Yeah, I would actually cry.
Don't mess with her. So I got half chicken in medium spice, garlic bread, corn on the cob. Is this seasoned?
Yeah, you like it with medium spice.
Yeah, so it has medium spice on it.
So I got the Fino pita, which is my absolute favourite. It's pita bread, it has halloumi, it has thighs, has this sauce in it. They took it off the menu temporarily, and I don't know why, because it's the best thing ever. So I just got this, and then I got the halloumi sticks as a side. The halloumi sticks are just so good. I love halloumi. When this goes live, this would have really happened. But I'm going on BBC Radio London to speak about VLOGMAS, which is crazy. If you guys don't know, because a lot of my viewers are US based, BBC Radio London is like the #1 broadcasting.
Yeah, it's like the national channel for like news and stuff.
News, radio, like we're listening to, well, we had it on right now, BBC Radio London, and I'm gonna go on there. And at first when I got asked to go on there, I said no, because I was like immediately no. Because that's so out of my comfort zone, and it's live radio, like saying whatever I say is just going to be out there. But then afterwards I realised like I have to get out of my comfort zone. I did my TikTok panel earlier on, a couple of months ago during London Fashion Week, and I thought, you know what, I just need to do these kind of things. So I'm going to be doing it. They want to talk about Vlogmas, which is exciting but nerve-wracking at the same time. So that's going to be happening tomorrow, because today's Saturday, so it's going to happen on Sunday. Yeah, and we'll vlog a little bit of that, like me speaking on the radio.
Yeah, but if you do want to listen to it, I think they do put it on the website. It's called something show. What's it called?
Joe Good.
Joe Good Show.
Tell me when you're ready for us to start asking questions.
Yeah, go on.
This was asked a couple of times. When will you propose?
Guys, I can't tell you guys. I can't tell anyone because it's a secret. No comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
You don't answer. You mean like, yeah, I'm gonna propose in 2 months.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reply to a YouTube comment. Yeah, yeah, babe, I'm gonna do it in 2 months. Let me keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that video.
I guess. Well then, because you can't answer that. But do you want to? And the Q&A.
That's it. The tea is spilt.
The tea is spilt. That's all we needed to know. I actually just asked all those questions.
That was you?
That was me. Another question. This was the most popular asked question, which I've answered before in our, I think my most recent Q&A, the makeup video one, about our living situation. So where do we live and all that? Like, do we live together?
Yeah, so before lockdown, I stayed at Noorie's house occasionally. And then I would stay at my parents' house.
And I would come and stay at yours as well.
Yeah.
Remember I used to come stay at your house?
We'd usually change it up. And then we started doing YouTube, Instagram properly during lockdown. So it made sense for me to move in with Noorie in her parents' house. Because all of the equipment's there, her clothes are there, like the filming space is there. So it makes sense for me to move in. And
because the rules were changing constantly.
Yeah.
So I remember just before Christmas last year, they announced that we can't mix households, and that basically Christmas was cancelled. So True went home for that Christmas to obviously to be with your family, and then after that, when the rules changed, he was like, okay, I'm gonna come and stay with you, and like we have to just we had to make it work. And I'm just gonna say, I feel like some people might find it strange that I still live at home or we live with our parents, but it's not actually strange. In many cultures, you live at home until you get married, and that is the case with me. There is no way I'm moving out of house until I'm married, engaged, you know, like that has to happen first. I think I've had some questions or some like rude remarks sometimes about living with my mum, but it's normal. Also, even if it wasn't normal, like it's what I'm doing, and I like living at home. We have a nice house in London. What's the reason for me to move out like so soon? I'm gonna have the rest of my life to live in our own house. But yeah, that's that question. Another one was about your cooking channel, True, and uploading more videos on there.
Guys, I wish I could. I think I'm gonna go back to doing that, like not soon, but maybe like in a couple of months when things are a bit more settled. So I started that channel whilst I was still working full-time and helping Noorie, and I actually got like 5 videos out, surprisingly, somehow. Also, an announcement, guys, which is another question about True's studies. I actually dropped out of my master's degree like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so that's another question. Is True still doing his studies, masters or whatever? The answer is no. So I already have a master's in aerospace engineering. It was an integrated master's, so it's an MEng, which means you do 4 years, you just get a master's degree.
No, you have to work for it, True.
Yeah, like
You just get a master's. I'm gonna do it too.
You just get a master's degree. And then I worked for 2 years in fintech, and then I left my job. So yeah, I quit my job and to work with Noorie full time. And because of that, like there was a period where we were just settling in, working.
And it was during summer.
It was during summer.
That's the
where
quietest
it was like
period for an influencer.
Yeah, quiet period. I was bored, so I decided, yeah, I could do this part-time and then do a master's degree part-time. The master's degree is in machine learning, which is a field that's like rapidly growing. I started the master's in October, which is basically the busy time is about to begin. With the influencing stuff, and then it got really busy. Coursework started piling in, as well as new campaigns, projects that's coming in through with Noorie stuff.
Yeah.
So I couldn't balance it, and it was sort of like impeding the quality of work that we were doing. My edits were getting lazy.
What was your reason? Yeah. What's the reason?
We built like a business. Like it made no sense for me to do a degree, to go work for someone else after that degree, whilst we have like a surviving living business that I should do my 100% effort into. Why I left my job in the first place was that we were earning a lot more through our business than my job, like a lot more. So then I decided to leave that job to jump into what we're doing.
Full time.
But the reason why I wanted to do that machine learning course was that it's sort of like it bumps your salary by 30% or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's so in demand, that degree and that skill set, machine learning. But I actually have a friend who's done a similar course at UCL as well. He's basically the one who I spoke to about getting into this degree and stuff like that. But yeah, I spoke to him about sort of like the options, because I was feeling a little bit stressed with all of the work piling up. I was like, should I leave or should I not? And he was like, leave. Like if you have a business that's making you that much money, more than what you'd get if you complete this degree, loads of interviews, go to work 9 to 6, maybe like 9 to 12 or whatever, overtime. If you have a business that's paying you more than that for, you know, what the work that you do, then
and you enjoy it,
you have time to do stuff like go gym, you know, look after your health,
you have a life
properly, have a life essentially. Then it makes no sense for you to go through with this degree, because at the end of it, all you're gonna do is get a job and not like that job and quit that job again. I think with me, I can't work
for anyone.
I have like a hierarchy issue.
Yeah, he
does. I actually do.
He actually does. So he's in the last year of uni. This is like the most intense year, your dissertation year. This is the most stressful year of your time. And True was like to me, oh, I've decided I'm going to try and get a part-time job. I said, you've never had work experience in your life. How are you going to get a job, and why are you getting a job? You don't need to. Like, he wasn't getting a job because he needed the money. He was doing it because he wanted to stretch himself. It's like, I need a challenge. I need to be working and also studying. I was like, what? Like, why would someone choose to work for someone for that challenge? But anyway, True is a bit weird like that. So he got a job in Waitrose and he worked there for 2 weeks, guys.
Here's my tea on working at Waitrose.
Oh!
So I worked at Waitrose in the meat and fish counter, which I actually learnt a lot, like how to gut a fish and all that stuff, which is very good.
Life skills.
Yeah, life skills. One evening, it was like a Friday or something, it was super busy, and it was closing time, and I was cleaning my counter, and then a customer came to me, and I was like, oh mate, can you give me that fish? I was like, no, we're closed now. But he was like proper begging. But I couldn't say, I'm not a no person. I was like, yeah, sure, mate, I'll do it for you. Basically made me even later, like stayed later. And on top of that, I still had to clean my counter and all that stuff. And my manager walked past and he was like, do you need help or something? And then I said, I don't know what came on me, but I said, does it look like I need help? And he was like, what do you say to me?
What'd you say? What's that TikTok? What'd you say to me?
And I said, does it look like, I repeated what I said, does it look like I need help? And then he just walked off or something. And he was like, I'll note this down. And then next day I called up. I was like, can I quit? I was like, you need to do your 2-week notice or something.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to be ill.
For 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks. That's my...
They must have blacklisted True.
Yeah,
like...
they blacklisted. So I don't go back to that waitress ever.
I can't. And I said, like, this... I don't understand you, True. Like, you literally just... No, I don't know anyone who would get a job for the sake of it. Like, there's no... You did not need the money. It was not like you needed this job. You were just doing it because you wanted a challenge. So I think that's the same thing as this Masters. You did this Masters because you were like, I need to do something else. And then work got down to it and you realised that actually it's hard to do the both. My Masters is intense. Like, that's a full-time job in itself. But yeah, I was more leaning towards True staying in his Masters just because I know he was enjoying it and I didn't want to feel that guilt of like, oh, because you wanted to come and work with me. But then also at the same time, it makes sense because what's the point of you doing this Masters, getting out, working for someone else, you're probably not going to even enjoy it. And then you're not even earning as much as we're earning here. It just didn't make sense, so...
Yeah, now I know, even if I have spare time, that time is good for like relaxing, spending that time to myself, doing gym and stuff like that. Yeah,
so that kind of answers another question that someone said, can we have a revision tips, notes kind of video academic? First of all, for that question, I mean, he's not studying now, but you could obviously still do that video because you have done a whole degree and you did well in it. But that would be something that would be more on True's channel if he had a cooking channel, because my channel is, like, I know we're doing Vlogmas, so I feel like it's obviously a bit more of a personal thing, but my channel is primarily fashion. And it's what I started out doing, so a lot of my audience is here for that. So I feel like if we did a academic, it could just be like 1% of people, because that's not what my channel is about. But it is a good idea, and I feel like if True brought back his channel, he could definitely incorporate things like that if it was something you guys were interested in. I got a lot of questions about my laser hair removal, and because I mentioned that in our last vlog. So yeah, I get laser hair removal. I've been getting it. It actually started before lockdown, and then lockdown happened and it messed up my whole cycle of laser hair removal, so I can't give you guys like a full rundown, but basically I get it done on my face, my legs and my armpits, and I think the most place I've seen results is my legs and my armpits. Like, the hair growth is really slow, if anything. My face, I think with face and lasers, I wouldn't recommend it if you've only got peach fuzz. Like, I only had peach fuzz. My facial hair wasn't bad, but I thought, oh, I'll get laser. Then and like my upper lip, I used to wax my upper lip, so I thought, oh, I'll get it because for my upper lip. But I've heard that with face laser, unless you've got really bad facial hair, there's no point doing it because it can make it grow back worse. And I feel like with me, because I've been skipping sessions because of lockdown, I've seen the face hair growth like is worse than what I had before I started laser. So I feel like if you're thinking about doing laser for your face, only do it if your face hair is like really noticeable, because before I started doing laser, my face hair wasn't. But I just did it because I thought, oh, it'll make my life easier. But I'm still going through that. I mean, it's good. Like, my upper lip is good. I don't remember the last time I actually did my upper lip. It's good. I would say more for my cheeks though. I don't like the growth that's coming back, because before my cheeks weren't even hairy, but like I've just got laser on it. But yeah, I think I've got like 3 or 4 more sessions and I'll be able to see the final results. But so far I am enjoying it. I get my laser at Premier Laser Clinic. Not sponsored. I started getting it, I don't even know if they do sponsorships, but I started getting laser, as I said, when I was in my full-time job because it was near my work. And then lockdown happened, but yeah, that was question. So I would recommend it because I have seen results, but I think the only thing I would say is to think about getting lasers on your face. If you really need it, then do it. If you've only got a little bit of hair, there's no point. Has True been to Vietnam, and are you planning any future trips to Vietnam?
I was born in Hong Kong and then moved to Vietnam like straight away, like immediately, like 2 months. And I stayed in Vietnam for 7 years, and then I came over to the UK at 7, and been living here since. And I visited Vietnam like quite a lot. One time actually with Noorie. That was actually a really good trip.
Yeah.
That could have been vlogged, but
I wish we were vloggers back then.
Yeah, that would have been so nice.
Because we went to Vietnam, Hong Kong and Thailand.
Yeah, I feel like we should do something similar for the viewers.
Yeah, but they're
and for ourselves as well. Yeah.
Like Asia's not opening up to us, but that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Have you faced any challenges being in a mixed heritage culture relationship?
No. We were both sort of like raised in London. So you were born in London, raised in London, and I lived most of my life in London. Culturally, like, there's not a lot of differences because
We're both Asian.
We're both Asian. Similar cultures, similar sort of like struggles.
But then also our parents, like, even though we're both Asian, like our parents are quite open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that also helps. Like, I was raised in a very like open-minded family, like being in an interracial relationship. Obviously, because we're both. Is it interracial because we're both Asian, but we're different Asians? I think because we were both raised in open-minded families, our families are very open-minded. It didn't allow there to be any issues with the culture because, yeah, there is no issues and we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is just no. Very fortunate that we haven't. Someone said, "What do you?" I think I can't find the exact wording, but something about like, what do we admire in each other?
I think I admire that Noorie is a very caring person, and she's made me a more caring person myself, which is what I love. Because me, I'm robotic. I'm like an emotional wall.
Emotional wall.
Wall, yeah, like a wall.
Oh, I didn't even know that was. Is that a word?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Just made that up.
Noorie always puts other people ahead of herself. Think little things like before I met you, like say my family never did any gifts.
Yeah.
Like gifting during Christmas and stuff like that. But after I met you, she was like, "Oh yeah, you should get your mum this flowers, or get your family this, get your dad this." Slowly it built up and it became a thing.
And it even changed your family, like.
Yeah, I think like with Asian, like Chinese, Vietnamese, like it's not a thing to give like meaningful gifts.
Yeah.
It's usually just like, here's some cash, here's some money.
Yeah, because now like you give gifts and nice gifts, which isn't
Now
that's
I
really
can teach
sweet.
myself in a gift guide.
Exactly that. Okay, so what do I admire in True? I think he's. I don't know. Joke. There's just so much that I admire in you. That's why it's hard. I would think the number one thing is though, like how hardworking you are. But I think the reason that's good.
Are you saying this as a girlfriend or employer?
No, I think it's a whole round. But then the reason it leads off to other things, because you're a hard worker, like you work hard to make me happy, you work hard to give me a good life, you work hard, it marches on to all those things. But basically, whatever True does, he does it well and he puts his all into it. He never does things like half-heartedly. He's not lazy. I'm quite lazy, I feel like. Whereas he's the opposite. If he's going to make a dish, like a recipe, he will buy every single ingredient you need and do it properly, whereas I would probably get the jar version. He's just very hardworking. He always has been. That's why I think he's really successful in life, and he's always done really well academically. Like we were both the same level of smartness in GCSEs. We got the same grades, but I was lazy in my A-levels and he kind of switched on and was like, I'm going to be hardworking.
Yeah, I just felt like this is our career, you know, we should be doing better. So I switched on for A-level and got 4 A stars.
Alright, I'm not gonna say what I got.
All of which were above 90%.
Okay.
And 3 of which I got the highest marks in the year. And then I got 2 scholarships from that.
Yeah, actually did. For university. So university was basically free. Well, a couple of years of it. Yeah, so look, exactly, that's an example. He's a very hard worker and it wasn't like he's like, obviously he has an element of being naturally smart, but I didn't think naturally smart is a real thing. You have to work, especially with A-levels.
You know, I feel like naturally smart is very rare, but for me...
I was naturally smart.
Yeah, you're naturally smart, lazy, but I'm naturally slow.
Hard worker.
Hard worker. Yeah.
Yes.
Like Noorie's very switched on, but I'm just like,
huh?
Yeah, huh? But I work hard, so
yes. So
makes up for it.
Yeah. So I really admire that because, and then obviously that leads on because he's a hard worker. When he does things for me, he does it with so much, like he puts a lot of effort into it and he makes me so happy and he's just so sweet. And he's actually a very caring, thoughtful person as well, I would say. Like you just look after me so much. I'm gonna start crying again because one, I'm hormonal and just thinking about it makes me emotional. Yeah, you just like, you care about me so much and I feel like the vlog only sees certain parts of it and they already can see how much you're loving and caring, but like you make my life so much easier and you give me a good life. Like you do so much for me and it just means so much and I can't even put it into words, but you're very caring and like I think when you love someone you definitely make them feel loved. And then what was the first thing you guys liked about each other or what attracted you to each other? This is interesting.
This is very interesting because we were very close friends for a long time, over a year or something. And we'd have like phone calls and text a lot. And it was the phone calls where you sounded really like, what's the word? You had a beautiful voice, and on the phone, that is.
My phone voice.
Yeah, your phone voice is really nice.
So not in real life voice.
No, but you know, phone voice sounds different. But yeah, your phone voice sounds really nice, and I was like, damn, okay.
That's such a random thing.
Yeah, that's very random.
So my phone voice is what attracted you to me. Thanks. Okay, the thing that attracted me to True. So as True said, we were close friends for a year. But guys, during that year of being friends, I fancied him, but I don't think he got the message, and he took a whole 2 years to ask me out.
I'm busy studying for my A-level, guys.
So what attracted me to True was his mysteriousness. So like he was a quiet guy, but he's not those quiet guys that's like shy and awkward. He was the quiet guy that is like you wanna get to know, and it's kind of like that you're quiet and you're like, oh, I want to be friends with him and I want to speak to him. That was for me anyway.
So like a psychopath.
But then you spoke, like you speak to people, because I wouldn't be attracted to someone who's like really quiet and shy and a bit awkward. Like you just had this mysteriousness about you. Like if you
basically, I'm quiet but not shy.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But then also it's like if we had a conversation to start with, you would just give me the bare minimum. I don't know if this is some issue I have, but like I didn't know. I think I saw it as like a task or like a challenge, like, oh, I'm gonna get to know this guy, because you were just giving the bare minimum. But yeah, I think that was it. Like, and I knew you were smart. I've always been attracted to smart guys, because smart guys equals successful life most of the time. So yeah, you were smart, and that's attractive to me. Intelligence. Okay, I think that's the end of the Q&A. We'll wrap that up there. We have done a Q&A before. We did it last Vlogmas in the car eating.
Really?
Yeah, we did. We did a Q&A, so if you guys want to know a bit more, we may have answered your question in that Vlogmas. And yeah, I think we've answered pretty much most of the questions I got asked, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Also guys, we are 100 followers away from 100,000 followers on Instagram, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
And YouTube is like 700 away.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
Yeah guys, we're almost there.
100k on Instagram.
That's crazy.
That's mad. But it's not all about the numbers. We don't care about the numbers.
Yeah.
We do, but it's not all about the numbers.
Yeah, it's about the interactions.
Yeah, that is honestly so meaningful for me to have. I'd rather have 10,000 and people who I can speak to and who comment and engage with me than 100,000 people who just watch and you don't really speak to. I love the community aspect of this job and having people to speak to, and I remember everyone I speak to. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow for our next Vlogmas.
Bye.
Bye.